Yes, Mr. Rao.
Well, it's a very short question for a lot of consideration in these cases.
Yes.
Well, the National Council for Teacher Education on 28th of June 2018 had issued guidelines stating that the candidates possessing B.Ed qualification are eligible for the purpose of appointment to the posts of classes 1 to 5.
Can we go to the notification?
Millet, instead, the matter is debated. Millet, I just give me 2 minutes to give the introduction. Then I take your lordship to whatever page.
No, just take us to the notification just to see what is the requirement.
Yeah, may I just take your notification itself is not filed. Millet, if your lordships kindly notice the judgment of the Supreme Court in this, that is at page 78.
78.
And at page 83, your lordships may kindly see paragraph 3. Paragraph 3 minutes. What lies at the core of the dispute before this court is the notification dated 28/6/2018 issued by the National Council for Teacher Education, made in exercise of its powers under Section 23(1) of the Right to Education Act. This notification made BEd degree holders eligible for appointment to the post of primary school teachers, that is classes 1 to 5. All the same, in spite of the said notification, the Board of Secondary Education, State of Rajasthan, issued an advertisement on 10/1/2001 for Rajasthan teacher eligibility test. It excluded BEd degree holders from the list of eligible candidates. This action of the Rajasthan government was challenged before the High Court. The petitioner so-and-so who is a BEd degree and as per notification he was eligible like many other similar candidates, consequently filed the writ petition before the Rajasthan High Court. Inter alia, praying that the advertisement dated 10/1/2021 be quashed, as the same is in violation of the notification dated so-and-so by NCTE. Apart from this batch of petitioners who are another set of petitioners with their own grievance, these are the candidates who are diploma holders in elementary education, which was the only teaching qualification required for teachers at primary level, and who are aggrieved by the inclusion of the B.Ed qualification candidates. They too filed writ petitions before the Rajasthan High Court challenging the legality of the notification dated 28/6/2018. The state of Rajasthan understandably supported the second batch of candidates before the High Court as they could do before this court. Out of 3 writ petitions before us are challenging the notification dated 28/6/2018. Subsequent notifications issued by the government of Bihar, UP respectively, calling for applications from eligible candidates including B.Ed. Writ petition so-and-so challenges the notification dated so-and-so is against an interim order of the Calcutta High Court which denied relief to the petitioners who were seeking a stay of the notification dated so-and-so. Hence, the question of law to be answered in these cases is whether NCTE was right in including the B.Ed qualification as an equivalent and essential qualification for appointment to the post of primary school teacher. The Rajasthan High Court in the impugned judgment has quashed the notification dated 28/6/2018 holding BEd candidates to be unqualified for the post of primary school teachers. Then I take your lordships to the finding at paragraph 64.
Yes.
Which is at page 99.
Yes.
Under these circumstances, we are unable to comprehend as to what was the pressing need to include B.Ed candidates who are admittedly not fully trained to take up primary classes. Consequently, the decision of the NCTE to include B.Ed as a qualification for teachers in a primary school seems arbitrary and unreasonable, and in fact has no nexus with the object sought to be achieved by the Act, that is RTE, and which is to give children not only free and compulsory but also quality education. And my lord, because it was done at the instance of the central government and it is a policy decision of the central government, is the next issue that is dealt with by the Supreme Court in the subsequent paragraphs, and court said that you can't do it. Ultimately, the notification was set aside by the Supreme Court. In the state of Andhra Pradesh, my lord, the rules were made based on the notification that was issued in 2018. Now that it is no longer in force, they can't include BEd as an essential qualification for the purpose of both teachers eligibility test and also the teachers recruitment test insofar as primary classes are concerned. The impugn notifications were issued by the state on 8th of February 24 and 12th of February 24, which makes BED as an eligible qualification both for appearing in the TET and also in the teachers recruitment test for the year 2024, which according to us is contrary to the judgment of the Supreme Court.
So where are the impugned notifications?
Yes, Your Lordship would find the notification, TET notification at page 31, that is teacher eligibility notification.
31.
This is dated 8th of February. Kindly look at paragraph 3. Those candidates who possess DLDED, that is Diploma in Elementary Education units, and BED or its equivalent qualification shown in the information bulletin, and candidates who are doing fourth semester the said courses with requisite percentage of marks obtained as given in the information bulletin can appear for AP TET 24. BED cannot be included at all, leave alone its equivalent qualifications.
B.Ed can't be treated as equivalent to DED.
Yes, Milord. DLED is specifically meant for the purpose of teaching primary classes. They are trained in child psychology and child pedagogy, and Milord, the B.Ed teachers, though is a higher qualification.
Yes, so you're relying primarily on the Supreme Court judgment.
And Milord, subsequently, all the states have amended the rules. Unfortunately, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, the rules were not amended. Now they are trying to conduct the test on the and recruitment on the basis of the pre-amended rules, which have been declared as invalid by the Supreme Court.
No, which have been declared invalid by the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Page 1
No, but were the rules framed by Andhra Pradesh a matter of challenge before the Supreme Court?
No, Milord. It is the.
But in principle.
In principle, UP, Bihar, Calcutta, Rajasthan are the notifications that were challenged in Supreme Court.
All right, let us hear the Leonard. One second.
But one point I would like to add, Milord. After the Honorable Apex Court judgment, the National Council for Teacher Education, Milord, directed all the state governments to implement the Honorable Apex Court judgment by 314 judgment. A notification was issued on 4/9/2023. And the contrary to the National Council for
Where is that?
In
Milord,
my
I
writ petition
placed-
106.
I
In my
placed
writ
along
petition
with
it is
my
106.
item 21.
In writ petition number 4242.
Yes, 4 kindly see page 314.
314.
Yes, Milord. And this is a Milord, the council is the highest authority to prescribe the qualification. Referring the judgment, Honorable Apex Court judgment, directed the state governments, contrary to this National Council Teachers Education Circular and the Honorable Apex Court judgment, our rules were framed on the day of very notification itself.
So this is simply forwarding.
Forward and kindly see, Milord, the last paragraph. This is available on phone. This issues with the approval of the competent authority.
No, this is only for information.
Information, because Honorable Apex Court judgment, they need not be
All right,
interpreted.
so they forwarded it.
They forwarded it.
Anyway, the principle laid down in the judgment you say should be false.
Page 85, Milord.
Page 85.
Page 85.
What is 85?
Third paragraph. Only one paragraph. Page 85, third paragraph. In the present case, in the larger context, if my lords got it.
And what is this?
Honorable
Same
Apex Court
judgment. Same judgment.
Page
Yes.
62 it starts and page 85 third paragraph is relevant. My lords got it. In the present case, in the larger context of the matter, we cannot even see this is a policy decision. But without getting into the argument, even perusing the stake of argument that the decision taken at the convenient level to include B.Ed as a qualification for teachers at the primary level is policy decision. We must say that this decision is not correct as it is contrary to the purpose of this act. In fact, it goes against the letter and spirit of the fundamental right enshrined in the Constitution under Article 21A. It is against this specific mandate of the Act, which calls for free, compulsory, and meaningful primary education to children. By including B.Ed as a qualification for teachers for a primary school, the central government has acted against the provisions of the Constitution or the laws. The only logic even the central government is included B.Ed as a qualification is that there is a highest qualification. This we have already seen. It is not correct. Under these circumstances, we have no hesitation to say that the notification has rightly been quashed and the decision of the division bench of the Rajasthan High Court is to be upheld. And in our considered opinion, therefore, the direction of the central government dated 30/5/2018, culminating in the notification dated 28/6/2018 of NCTE are violative of the principles laid down RTI Act. Not only this, the notification goes against the purpose and the mandate of law, which is to be provided meaningful and quality primary education to the children. This is what the Honorable Apex Court observation. They quashed the NCTE guidelines, and contrary to the Honorable Apex Court judgment on the NCTE guidelines, again the state government framed the rules which is under challenge before my lords. The rules, my lord, kindly see, which I placed page 45. It starts page 45. My lord, and dated 12/2/2024, page 52 is the relevant method. Page 52.
What are these rules? What are these rules?
Rules method is called. These rules may be called as the teachers recruitment test for the post of school assistant and secondary grade teachers. Scheme of rules of 2024.
This will apply to secondary grade teachers, not school assistants.
Both school assistants, SGT.
No, essays are different, isn't it?
Sorry, my lord.
Essays would be for higher.
School assistants and
not
SGT is
school
for
assistants will be for higher grade.
higher education, 6th to 10th.
So this basically is an SGT issue.
Is it SGT too? But the rules framed by both SGT and SA.
What I say. To the extent of SGT, this rule may be contrary to the Supreme Court judgment.
Yes.
This is not contrary to the Supreme Court judgment as far as school assistants are concerned.
Yes, concern.
That is all.
But the only cryptic point is
Only about
permitting
SGTs.
B.Ed candidates to appear for
Where is the
judges.
qualification prescribed?
My lord, page 52. Page 52, my lord, kindly see.
52.
52, para 2, second grade teachers.
So these are called secondary grade teachers who teach up to class 5.
Yes.
Who teach up to class 5. Right?
Yes.
Beyond that, they are not secondary grade teachers.
Beyond that, school assistants.
Yes. All right.
Mirror the and
Yes.
one submission, my lord. They framed a common syllabus was, my lord, given through the TET examination. A common syllabus was framed.
Rajasthan High Court had quashed the
NCTE
NCT Act.
NCTE Act circular.
But were there rules framed by the Rajasthan government also?
Yes. Rajasthan government action is also under challenge before Rajasthan High Court.
Were rules framed there? Was only a notification issued or were any rules?
That
given?
notification, my lord, basing on the notification NCTE, Rajasthan notification permitted the, my lord, B.Ed candidates also.
The question is, were rules there or was it just the
Just
notification?
notification. There is no rules. Just notification. That notification was under challenge before Honorable Rajasthan
Notification based upon NCT's
Guideline.
notification.
circular. That was passed by the Rajasthan High Court. That was challenged before Honorable Apex Court. Honorable Apex Court says, my lord, it's not. And my lord,
Yes, yes, Mr. Shriram.
Two distinctions perhaps which I can point out. One is that the B.Ed is not treated to be completely an alien qualification for the purposes of teaching students, but in relation to students drawn from the primary school category, they do not have the focused pedagogical skills necessary to
Question is,
evaluate.
Supreme Court judgment says that this is prescribing a higher qualification,
But
be
can
it
you see-
for a primary school education.
Yes.
regimen is contrary to the constitution.
Yes. But kindly see paragraph 65. Eventually, I may make a concession, but I still need to be seen as making submissions. Kindly come to 64.
Yes. Page 64.
No, sorry, page 98 of Senior Adi's papers. It's part of the judgment.
Page 94.
Yes,
Page 98.
98.
98.
Para?
Para 63.
Yes.
Then diploma in elementary, line about 4.
What is this RTE Act?
This is Right to Education Act, which flows from the constitutional mandate under 21A, which came to be upheld in the Rajasthan High Court, Rajasthan judgment, which is quoted in sentence number 1.
This is a central act.
That's right.
The act, this was an
2009.
2009.
Yes.
I placed that in the material papers file.
At page 131.
Kindly have a look at the act.
Gave it
Page,
effect from 2010.
134 page, 134 is the enactment.
Yes.
When diploma in elementary education, line about 5, at paragraph 63,
Yes.
at page 98. Then diploma in elementary education was placed as an essential qualification for teachers in primary school. It was with a purpose, and the purpose was to declare only such teachers as qualified who are trained to impart education to children at primary level. The pedagogy for the child who has just entered the school is an important consideration. A child has come to face a teacher, so to speak, for the first time in a classroom. It is the beginning of a journey for the child student, and therefore, world over, great care is taken in laying down proper foundations in these formative years. Well qualified and trained teacher in elementary school is an extremely vital aspect. A teacher must be trained to teach students at primary level, and this is precisely what the training of diploma in elementary education does. It trains a person to teach children at primary level. B.Ed is not a higher qualification or a better qualification as being canvassed in its favor. While comparing it with diploma in elementary education, B.Ed is a different qualification, a different training. Even assuming it is a higher qualification, it would still not be a suitable qualification for primary level of classes. Unlike diploma in elementary education, BED does not equip a teacher to teach at primary level. This fact is implicitly recognized in the notification as well, which still requires a person who's appointed as a teacher with B.Ed qualification to mandatorily undergo a 6-month bridge course in elementary education. This defeats the very logic of including B.Ed as a qualification, as the very notification which pushes for the inclusion of B.Ed also recognizes its inherent pedagogical weaknesses in relation to primary classes. It is to cover this defect that all such candidates must undergo mandatory 6 months bridge course in elementary education. The irony here is that all this is being done when the state of Rajasthan already has more than the required number of diploma qualified candidates available. This is besides the fact that there is presently no such bridge course available. At least there was none till the disposal of the petition by the Rajasthan High Court. While being conscious that a singular line cannot necessarily be a distinguishing point in an otherwise elaborate judgment, we have two situations here which are replicated. In 2018, there was a similar notification issued in the diploma and elementary candidates to come through. And in case the posts remain vacant, then we can look at the alternative B.Ed candidates was a submission. It was lying there. We had to recently regularize it where we had taken a few more B.Ed students. The reason is that between 2018 and today, this is one follow-up recruitment that is happening. And as of today, the stark distinction between the B.Ed and the D.Ed and apparent lack of efficacious learning at B.Ed level is sought to be made good, not necessarily by a bridge course. The state has now completely overhauled the primary school education structure. We have now schools which cater to classes 3 to 8 under one roof. And therefore, we need enough interspersing of B.Ed and D.Ed candidates. And toward that end, we have now introduced an apprenticeship program where if B.Eds are to be specifically trained to teach at the primary levels, they undergo a 2-year apprenticeship, which is part of the notification. 1. And 2, at the threshold level itself, the question paper sets marks for SGT intensive pedagogical training. So the B.Ed qualified person is almost handicapped and is at a loss to teach SGT students or the students at a primary level is not a fact situation that is comparable between us and Rajasthan. Now that is one situation.
Because of this apprenticeship course.
Okay. Now kindly see that notification we have. It is not to the disadvantage of the primary school students that B.Eds will now be employed. Apart from the bridge course, plus we have what is called the D.Ed in English, D.Ed in Telugu. But we have a multilingual imparting of training of education at the primary level. So each one of them post-recruitment, if he is in DEID Telugu, he goes apprenticeship, he undergoes apprenticeship in DEID English and the vice versa. The B.Ed qualified student also, if he crosses the threshold, has to necessarily undergo a 2-year apprenticeship. It may still be within the logic of the Supreme Court finding this is an implicit acknowledgement of their inefficiency. But then and that was done only with reference to a bridge course like China doctors when they come here.
Now, this apprenticeship course, has it got approval from any of the central?
Manoj, can you see the
NCTE or
notification that
something?
has been given? Because
No,
it's
no.
on the J.
No, the question is that
not.
central.
It has not.
No,
It is
therefore
an
we
on-the-job training.
Huh?
That it is an on-the-job training and also an instructional workshop that is being provided by the state.
So on the job. So that means the B.Ed teachers will come, they will
No,
start teaching.
they will be only teaching at the respective schools to which they have to be teaching. But before they are imparted or they are allocated classes in the SGT level, they will have to undergo the 2-year apprenticeship training, which will focus on
But 2 years apprenticeship training.
plus a bridge course.
But
within 6
is it a format or do they go in the classrooms and then
Well,
they,
it's kindly see as to how it is
what
read.
is a format?
Yes, Manoj, it is there in Manoj, in the same writ petition. No, they don't go into the classroom. Page 53, Manoj.
Just one.
Sorry.
This is a 1-year course? D.Ed,
D.Ed is a 2-year course.
2-year course.
Diploma.
Not a regular degree.
No, it is after intermediate.
Now this apprenticeship course
Yes.
is not a recognized course. There is no apprenticeship certificate or diploma. So what is the
Well, it is to only ensure that if there is any shortage.
where from do we get this apprenticeship business?
Yeah, at page 53 of the same papers.
53.
Yes.
Without further dilating what the Learned Advocate General is saying, may I just intervene for the
Okay, we'll
purpose of
meet after break.
Yeah.